I am Naseem Ali Khani. I'm a mom of two and chef behind Safred. After nearly 2 decades as a stay-at-home mom, I decided to open my first restaurant at 59, and I'm only just getting started. I moved from Iran to US in 1983. I came here as a student, so I had to provide for myself and a school and work 70, 80 hours a week. My culture, where I grew up, it's just food obsessed. And especially the women in my family, they always cooked and they always entertained. But I'd never envisioned that this could become a career. I had some saving. I opened my first copy print shop. And around that time, I also got married. The business was good, but my heart wasn't in it. We were at the same time trying to get pregnant and it wasn't happening. I told my husband, I'm done. I sell the business and I put whatever money I get into a small cafe. But in actuality, as soon as I found out the pregnancy news, I just put the dream aside and I became a stay-at-home mom. Suddenly I heard my mother's voice in my head that now I'm not earning anything. But to me, it was very clear, I am holding this house together. I quickly got into the food action again. Every meal my kids had became a project. I started making my yogurt from scratch, baking bread every day from scratch. I may not have 20 years of experience as a cook in the kitchen, but I cooked every single day. My kids were maybe 10 years old. I started becoming very active in school events. At some point, a caterer dropped and I offered, I cook for your event. We fed 400 people in one night. It just was no turning point. For me, I volunteered myself in charity and cooking for events. People were like, you're like almost literally serving 100 people a week. I told my husband, I am gonna open a restaurant. I earned my respect in his eyes. Coming as a student with $500 in my pocket, I am basically withdrawing from my saving account that I have built over the years to pursue my dream. My husband had this chance numerous times. I can live with failure, what I could not live with. As I was looking back and say, in my 50s, I had the opportunity of realizing my dream and I didn't. My kids were in first year of high school. I started looking for location in Brooklyn. Eventually, we found this current building. From the time of acquiring the building to actually opening the door, it took 6 years. Safred for me is an extension of my home. People really discredit what goes through a house life when you have a tight schedule and you have to accomplish so much. Restaurant is the same. There was no question in my mind that we have to buy a building. And then it's been one of the best things we did in this investment. The building has a tremendous value that is going to just increase as the time goes by. I have done a lot of risky things in my life, but I took calculated risk. I hate anything wasteful. Even in the kitchen, everything has a purpose and can turn into something else. It just allows you to be a little bit more grounded financially and perhaps build towards having savings. I still walk around with cash because I want to know what I spend. I knew that our house is safe. I felt like I have done a good job with my kids. They are debt-free. It's my husband and I. We have some savings that I can put towards my dream. And we happen to be fortunate that the dream is working. Still, the money is very, very tight in this business. One thing about doing something in the mature years of life, nothing freaks you out as much because you've been there, you've done that. And it only age can do that and time. And I hope women and men who are older and they want to start something, they just see the value of their years. The other day, my daughter just looked at me and she said, I guess I can be a late bloomer too. So she sees a value in not every dream should be realized in 20s and 30s. I would like my kids see money as a tool to allows you to dream further. And once you see money as such, have a wild ride with it. From the charity to follow their passion, to do good in the world. I think food is such an easy gateway to people's heart and hopefully mind. And I don't know how much I can do in that little corner in Prospect Heights, but by me being there and offering all I have, I think it allows me to start a conversation.